Okay, here we are at Indiana Dune State Park. We are going to do the 3 Dune Challenge. It is, what is the date? Like February 3rd?
2nd.
February 2nd. It's a beautiful day. It's like 40 degrees.
It's not beautiful. I
think it's beautiful because it's warm. It's not like 20 degrees.
It's not warm.
She's going to argue with me throughout this entire video, so everybody needs to be aware of that. So it's like a 1.5 mile loop, but it goes up the 3 highest dunes on the park. So we did it a few years ago, and it was not as pleasurable as some of our other hikes. So we'll see how well this goes. The ground is still pretty firm, so should be easier than sinking in the sand. So we'll see on the way up to the first dune. So we're going up the first part of the dune trail on Trail 8. This is one of the things that we found out earlier this year when our kids were visiting, is the sand is a lot more firm in the winter. Normally you take a step in this soft sand and you just slide back. So it's like 1 step forward, half a step back, and it really tears you up. But being February, the ground is pretty firm, so you're not sinking. So it does make it a lot easier. And then there's these little yellow blazes that tell you to stay on the 3 Dune Challenge. And then if you do all 3 and you take a selfie at the top of all 3 dunes, then you get a sticker. So all that pain and agony, and you get a sticker. It's kind of cool. Okay, so we had a nice little flat spot after that first initial hill. But then we have that one way off that goes way up the side of that dune. That is the first dune of the 3 Dune Challenge. So trying to give perspective on the elevation change there. And of course at the last minute it's got to drop down a good 30 or 40 feet before climbing up the side of the dune. But once again, with the ground still being hard from winter, this is a lot easier than it was doing it in the spring or in the summer when this is all like baby powder soft. You can see it goes all the way up to the top. So we'll see you at the top. All right, we're almost to the top of the first dune. Tammy has changed her mind. It's not as cold as she first thought it was. So we're almost there. Okay, we're now at the top of Mount Jackson, the first of the 3 dunes, elevation 176 feet above Lake Michigan. Oh. Actually a gorgeous view. They put a park bench here. I don't remember this park bench being here, Tammy. You wouldn't think we'd have a view like this in Northwest Indiana. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so we've made it to the top of the first one. Now off to the second one. All right, so the one big negative of doing the 3 Dune Challenge up here is you climb up the side of a dune and then you have to go down the other side knowing that you have to go back up another one. So this is that nice working a different muscle group in your legs on the way down so you can prepare yourself for going back up the other side. Okay, so now we are approaching the saddle between the 2 dunes, and then we are going all the way up there. All right, we're now at Mount Holden, 184 feet above Lake Michigan. There is Lake Michigan right out there. It contains 53 million cubic feet of sand. That's equivalent of 66,000 dump truck loads. So, number 2. Number 1 is the hardest. Number 2 is not quite as difficult, but number 3, I seem to recall, was easiest. But we're 2/3 of the way through. Okay, so apparently nothing is sacred around here. The woodpeckers are really enjoying this elevation marker. They are definitely hungry. All right, and now we're back down the hill, heading for dune number 3. You ready?
Ready.
She's ready, I'm ready. Let's get it done. All right, so we're coming down here at the saddle between dune 2 and dune 3, and we got to go up this hill to get to dune number 3. And then, if memory serves me, we have like a gazillion stairs we have to climb at some point.
It's nice that Trail 7 intersects this twice, just in case you want to tap out.
Yeah, there's Trail 7 is your bailout route in case you're like, F this, I'm out. And here are the stairs. So that's a lot of stairs. I knew I remembered these. And then Trail 4 goes down a bunch of other stairs down into the ravine. So now, do we count them?
No, there's a lot of platforms though. I mean, you can count them if you want.
This is where the time on the stair climber at the gym comes into play. It's where it's a deciding factor. Okay, so here we are. We're at the top of Mount Tom, which is 192 feet above Lake Michigan. You can still see the lake. It's still a pretty clear day. It's a little hazy. You can see U.S. Steel and Gary Works, and way off in the distance you can see Cleveland Cliffs. It is now. And then we have a bunch of more stairs all the way down again. All right, so we are now back on Trail 4, which takes us down through the campground and back to the Nature Center where this whole adventure started. We are right at about a mile in, and that was the 3 dune challenge. And now we have to get back so we can get our sticker, because didn't they redo the sticker since last time we did it? Thought I heard a rumor that they... I did mention the Indiana Dunes State Park, not the national park, but the state park. So, yes, we'll definitely have to do that one. There's another challenge up here in the national park. That's another one that snakes up through the dunes like this. It's a lot of fun. All right, and the trail takes us back through the campground. This is a gorgeous campground. There's a bunch of sites. They have power. There's a bathhouse up there. It's a really great campground. If you've never been here before, you need to make your reservations early. This place will book up for the entire year by the time springtime comes. It's a really popular area. But if you're looking for a place to camp, if you got your RV or your pop-up, it's a great little spot. All right, we're back to the parking lot. We're gonna swing in and get our stickers, but thank you for joining us on another one of our little adventures. See you next time on the trail.